Today, 2019 in Baselworld is a very important year for us. We are introducing two true innovations, one on the ladies' side with the new Serpenti Seduttori, which is a new collection into the Serpenti Ambassador line that we have in our collection. And the other is on the Octo Finissimo, where we are introducing our fifth world record, which is the thinnest chronograph ever, to complete our ambassador watch for men, which is the Octo Finissimo. The Serpenti Seduttori has the aim to complete the Serpenti line with a completely new version of it and a newer way of sitting on the wrist of a woman, of adorning the wrist of a woman with extreme grace and with a timepiece that is very easy to wear, born to be gold, very comfortable, that takes the iconicity of the turbogas watch head, so the case, and makes it become something completely different, very flat, very soft at the touch, that fits perfectly with a bracelet which is made to be falling on the wrist in a very comfortable way, with a lot of scales that are geometrical, hexagonal links that interpret the skin of the Serpenti. On the Octo side, the Octo Chronograph is the thinnest chronograph ever. It is a monumental project. It's very difficult to develop a new chronograph. In fact, you see very little that are coming out in the industry. It's probably the most difficult achievement after a minute repeater. And to do it in only 3.3 millimeters of height, it is a real titanic achievement. I'm so proud of what we achieved in our manufacture in Les Sentiers, where we started developing it from scratch. So it's completely a new movement based on a white piece of paper, and we wanted it to become something extremely useful for a gentleman, which is extremely refined, that travels for pleasure, for work. And it's not really a sport chronograph, it's something that is more on the elegance and the contemporary masculine elegance that the Octo Finissimo is bringing. So that's why we coupled it with a GMT function, which is very easy to use. So you have a counter at 3 o'clock for your home time, and then at 9 o'clock a push button that moves forward the hour hand to be easily setting the time when you land with the plane in a new time zone. The whole height of the Octo Finissimo is 6.9 millimeters. So this is the fifth world record. It builds on the skills that we have developed in the other four world records that we did, from the thinnest manual tourbillon in 2014, the thinnest minute repeater in 2016, the thinnest automatic movement in 2017, last year the thinnest tourbillon automatic with a peripheral rotor. And also in the chronograph, we have used the peripheral rotor to be able to be so thin, with a different ball bearing system that keeps the rotor in place. It is half in platinum and half in aluminum, in order to have the weight and able to wind the watch for a 55-hour power reserve. And the other interesting thing is that it is a development that is very actual. So it is meant for a 42 millimeter case, and this you can see it from the front, where the three counters are sufficiently distant from the center of the watch, allowing the three counters to have a dimension which is extremely readable and very elegant, fitting the proportions of a 42 millimeter case. Another important introduction in the Finissimo collection completes the automatic Finissimo. As you know, we have introduced a new style with the Finissimo collection, which is the sandblasted monochromatic look, which is playing the colors of the material that you're using. So first the titanium with a very gray and matte finishing. Then last year we introduced a stunning white steel, patented in the way that we achieve it, coupled with the pink gold in sandblasted finishing. And this year, I think we're introducing the most sexy watch in the collection, which is a completely black ceramic Octo Finissimo automatic. A ceramic watch which is without compromise. The dial is in ceramic. The case is in ceramic, the bracelet is in ceramic, and even the buckle is in ceramic, because this has never been done, and to have a consistency around the aesthetic was extremely important. Of course, ceramic is a very difficult material to craft, so we allow few tolerances more. The bracelet is 2.8 millimeters instead of 2.5. The case is 5.5 instead of 5.15. These are all technicalities to get to a reliability of the watch. Last, but definitely not least, this year is a special anniversary. 25 years ago, 1994, Gerald Genta came out with its first Grand Sonnerie perpetual calendar. It was at the time the most complicated watch in the world. And this year we are anniversarying it with a Grand Sonnerie perpetual calendar, which is not exactly the same movement. And 25 years after, you can admire the differences in style, thanks to the carbon that we use, thanks to the style of the Octo that has evolved versus what was before. And also from a technical point of view, you can admire the differences. It's been 25 years in the atelier in Les Sentiers across 3 brands, Daniel Roth, Gerald Genta, and now Bvlgari. There have been at least one Grand Sonnerie produced every year in these 25 years. This is extremely important, because to protect and to perpetuate such an important savoir-faire, you need to produce. And there are no schools, there are no testings. You have to have a company who is able to sell and has a demand for these kind of pieces. So I'm extremely proud to anniversary this Grand Sonnerie, because it's a testimony that we are keeping going a métier which is extremely rare in the world.